We just spent this past weekend at the Hilton Garden Inn right here in Watertown. It's conveniently located just off Interstate 81, and the entire development around it is dotted with a variety of dining options. You'll find everything from Chick-fil-A and Buffalo Wild Wings to Five Guys and Chipotle, just to name a few. Plus, you can grab your morning Starbucks or pop into IHOP for a classic breakfast. In fact, the Hilton is right in the same area as the Holiday Inn. We've also stayed there for staycations as well. Both have pools, which is a huge plus. And the convenience doesn't stop there. There's a gas station right in the same development, and even a charging station for electric vehicles right in the Hilton Garden Inn's parking lot. So everything you need is basically right at your fingertips. They offer a variety of room types, from single king rooms to 2 queen rooms, and even suites that include an extra bedroom. We've stayed in the suites before, but we kind of booked last minute, and we really wanted to have one of those rooms with a jetted tub, since the kids absolutely love using it after a swim in the pool. That meant we ended up with a standard queen room. But it worked out great. The room was spotless, very well laid out, and the linens and beds were all extremely comfortable. Honestly, we had no complaints at all about the room. Because we did choose one of the rooms with a jetted tub, it actually came with a lovely complimentary bottle of champagne. We had it delivered just before bedtime, and my wife and I really enjoyed that little extra touch. Before we enjoyed the champagne though, we had dinner downstairs at the hotel's really nice restaurant. There's a bar adjacent to it that had the NFL playoffs on, so it was pretty lively over there. In the restaurant though, it was a bit more relaxed, and since it was Saturday, that means it was Saturday surf and turf. I ordered that, and I really enjoyed the ribeye and shrimp, and it came with a side of Alfredo linguine. And we shared some crab cakes as an appetizer. The kids all went with the classic chicken tenders and french fries, which made everyone happy. The Hilton also serves as an event center. In fact, my wife and I actually had an interview here when we were planning our wedding a little over a decade ago. Though we ultimately got married outside of town, nonetheless, it's a strong contender, and it's a great location. The real estate board I'm a member of has used it for quite a few events. Everything from award ceremonies to realtor expos, annual meetings, and continuing education sessions. It's a really versatile spot. For breakfast, my 2 older boys and I had a nice spread. I opted for the Belgian waffle with bacon on the side. One of my sons went with pancakes and bacon on the side, and the other chose scrambled eggs with sausage. Of course, they also filled up on Frosted Flakes and Fruit Loops from the Continental Breakfast Bar, so they were pretty content with a mix of everything. And of course, the highlight of the previous evening was the pool. It has a hot tub and is connected to a gym. It was quite the popular spot. Lots of other families either traveling and stopping through, or they had the same idea as us to do a local staycation were down there. The pool was open right up until 10 p.m. My 2 older sons absolutely loved the opportunity to get a chlorine bath in the middle of winter, and it definitely made for a highlight and memorable experience for them. It's funny, the Hilton and really all the businesses surrounding it weren't even here back in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up as a kid. It's all been built pretty recently. As late as the mid-2000s, I remember it being developed. And just to throw in a few more perks for the hotel, it does have free Wi-Fi, and it's pet friendly, which is always a bonus. Overall, it's a great spot for a staycation locally, or if you're traveling to the Thousand Island region or visiting family and need a spot to stay for a few days, I highly recommend the Hilton Garden Inn.